Hi guys, and welcome back to another Babbling beer review. We are well and truly into stout season, aren't we? It's winter time, it's dark, the pub is dark, it's cosy. I've got the heater on, I haven't got the fire going as such. I've got electric heater, electric fire. I should have the fire going really, but I find with this little heater I've got, it throws out like 750 watts. Put it on 1 bar or whatever. I think it's actually it's a lot more than, it's only on 750 watts now, but it runs higher than that. But if I run it on that on lowest setting, put it on here, it's been all afternoon, the pub gets nice and warm and cosy. If I run the other fire, yeah, it's got a flame effect, which does make it feel even more cosy when you've got the flame effect on in the little pub, but it eats more electricity, whereas this one here just does its job in the background, uses a bit less. And it is really warm in here, really warm and cosy. I apologise if you can see the TV in the back of the mirror there. It's on silent, but it's a little bit of music. Watched the Nationals, the England game today. Nice to see us win one. The thing with England, it's either all or nothing. Always has been with this country, and everything we do, it's all or nothing. And we never come first. We're always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Maybe one day we'll break that curse, that 1966 curse. Funny, isn't it? Curses and blessings we have in our families and our lives. Things we sort of almost like to talk ourselves into. I do, especially myself, all the time. I talk myself into disasters, really. Part of my name, I think. My dad always said it was the curse of our family name. I seem to have got it. If things don't go right, they're not going to go right, and you've got to go round the houses to get there, and then you get there in the end. But that's probably like that for a lot of us. Yeah, I'm doing this because obviously I'm watching the football. This is an extra bit of a, I don't know when I did this review. I did one on Friday. I think this is a Sunday. I'm not sure when I'm going to put this out. I shall put it out whenever. But yeah, that's a sort of have a quick look at it. Whitstable Bay. Black stout, and I did a stout recently, and I know I keep saying I'm going to get some beers on here, which I will do. I'll get some Hample back on, but I fancied a beer today. I had a couple in the fridge of bottles of McEwen's. Check that review out. I did a McEwen's. Been buying a few of them since I've done that, because that is a really nice one. 7.3%, really strong beer. If you like a nice strong ale in your fridge for, you know, like today, not day watching football. I think Tesco's are doing four for £7 or something like that at the minute, so worth pick a 4 up and stick in the fridge. You only want a couple of bottles of that, and you're well away. You know, leave that in the fridge, and it's there for when you want it. Which for me today, that was the day. I had a couple of bottles of that, but I'm not ready to finish and go in. So I thought I'd pull out the stout that I got in the fridge that I picked up the other day. It's £2.25 in Asda's. Other supermarkets are available. It's Babbling beer reviews. Whitstable Bay Black Stout, wonderfully dark with a rich and silky taste. Alcohol of 4.2%, 500ml bottle, and it's made. I don't know the bottle cap. No, it's just a bottle cap with a scratch on. It's made by Shepherd Neame, a Shepherd Neame brewery. So I've done a video on Shepherd Neame stuff. You can go back and check. I mean, another one. It's a nice sturdy looking bottle. The bottle looks strong, like these strong looking bottles. Yeah, Shepherd Neame been around for a long time, and I've done a couple of beers or a beer on here or there, so you can go back and check it out. Shepherd Neame has been brewing for over 300 years. It's Britain's oldest brewer. Shepherd Neame's Britain's oldest brewer, so allegedly. Probably the ones down in Cornwall. And while 1698 is the brewer's official founding date, there is clear evidence that its heritage predates even this period. This time this details significant events in the company's history, from the first brewers in Faversham to the arrival of the Shepherd family and the Neames, right up to its current status as a successful award-winning business. John Owen, activist and historian, a Faversham native. John is a fellow of the Society of Antiquaries and chairs the Faversham Historians. He has been researching the brewery's history for nearly a decade. John's 3 award-winning books about Shepherd Neame's heritage tell the story of Britain's oldest brewer from its early days in Tudor Britain. And you can send him a question on there. I mean, you know, the castle locks, 1525 to 1677. It takes bits on here, look. I mean, it gives you like all the different history. This was actually about beer is so much more than just beer, isn't it? It is a foundation in this country. When we look at the state of this country and the way things are going, beer has been enriched in our, embedded in our culture and our society for hundreds of years. And the idea of it not being around anymore is just, it's insane. That social element, you know, people survive on beer to get by in a hard time and hard to just to be having, you know, like now you have a beer and you chill out and you think, oh, you put all your worries away. You just think, oh, lovely, a nice beer. It's a heritage and history we need to protect. You know, the Richard Marsh, 1678-1731. The Shepherds, when they joined this Shepherd Neame Brewing, obviously it changed. And I did a video going back on about Shepherd Neame and how they merged the name. 1732 to 1880, the Shepherds. 1819 to 1912, the Shepherd and eventually Neame. So Shepherd and Neame, how they formed, and to do with hops and all that sort of thing. The history goes on. 1913 to 46, wartime brewing. Babbling beer reviews, guys. 1947 to 89, post-war. There's always different segments. You can go onto this website, yeah, and you can actually look back at Shepherd Neame's history. And you can delve into their history, you know, and there's more on there. Look, the discovery in 1970 the Graveny boat, an Anglo-Saxon built circa 900 AD, revealed the earliest evidence of hops in the UK, even to do with history of the hops that we use in our beers. It's all there. Faversham, first known link with brewing, follows the founder of the town's abbey, an abbey, and monks, and they like brewing their beer, and it's all there. 1147 by King Stephen. Within the site was a brew house which produced ale for the monks. The old monks, they loved their ale, didn't they? The abbey was approximately 1/3 of a mile north of Shepherd Neame, present site with the brew house close to the northeast end of Abbey Street, above a well containing natural chalk filtered water. Even that, everything. This has got everything about it. This is history, hopping, chalk bed water, everything. How the, you know, by 1327, brewing in Faversham was conducted by at least 86 women, known as alewives. Most of them sold their beer from their homes, but some were innkeepers. And I did read a little while ago, and I've saved an article on Facebook about women being the ones that were the founders of ale and beer. The women that actually worked out the malts and the grains that we use. I think it was almost by accident that you could ferment them and they become a beer. And I've got a little snippet in here. I have to find it and post it somewhere, but it talks about the history and how women were the main brewers up until late on. Really, they were the founders of beer. So there you go. And all these wives and women that moan about men drinking beer, it's your fault. Be like Adam in the Garden of Eden with the apple and doing wrong. It's your fault. You only got yourself. But look in the mirror. You know, men drink the beer and go to the pub. You only got yourself to blame. You found it, you know, we drink it. But there you go. But anyway, this goes on. In records show in 1520, William Castle, the brother of the last abbot of Faversham, the last brother abbot, this to do with the monks, was exporting and importing beer. It was an association with beer that the Castlocks maintained, and by 1550, John Castlelock, his son, was leasing the Abbey Brewhouse. By 1570, he was the owner of 18 Court Street, where brewing has continued ever since. John Castlelock's son died in 1614. In 1648, his grandson was barred from brewing in the town by Parliamentarian Faversham Corporation, which may explain why in 1653 the brewery passed Thomas Hilton. I mean, obviously there must have been, again, you know, political side of things to do with ale and things and costs and taxes and all sorts of things back in the day. But as I say, you can read this. And I've said this before, it was in 1678 an important figure entered the brewery's story when Richard Marsh leased it from Hilton's excuse Richard Marsh. Marsh, in his capacity as mayor, held King James II as prisoner after he ran aground off Faversham while attempting to flee to France to avoid William of Orange and his threatening Dutch army during the Glorious Revolution of 1688. the Monarch was confined at the brewery. I mean, I think I've done a video about this before, going back. If you go back and look at my videos, you'll find about, you know, even that they have the king in their brewery. Mad, isn't it? It's just, you know, when you think about history of beers, it's more than just beer. It's the people involved in it. It's more than ale. It's more than the drink, and that's, you know, what I like about beer and the history of the breweries. Check it out, because honestly, as I said to you before, it transcends time and our heritage. And this is Babbling Beer Reviews, guys, and that's what we do with Babbling Waffle. But it's what makes it great. Beer's a great thing if it's done right. You know, if we abuse it, it's not anything. And, you know, you probably heard about Shepherdine. They do Spitfire beer, and, you know, Whitstable Bay is what I'm doing now. The contemporary collection of beers takes name from the popular coastal town Whitstable, situated just a short distance from the brewery. Find out where you can click on here and go for all these different the Bishop's Finger. That's the one. Stinky Bishop's Finger. That was a video I did, and that's one of their popular ones. Kentish Strong Ale. So in Kent, this is this Shepherd name. So yeah, Bishop's Finger and Spitfire. They've done several beers, but if you know anything about, you know, your beers and Shepherd name, you'll know that you know, there's a good history there of brews and ales. And Babbling Beer, waffling on Babbling here. Let's get this beer drunk, because that's what you're here for, isn't it? I'm 12 minutes and I'm not even done the beer yet. But check it out, Shepherd Neame. Get it on Google and have a look at the history. So wonderfully dark with a rich and silky taste, a 4.2% volume beer. And I don't think these are owned by Carlsberg Marston Brewing Company, so that's always a good thing. Whitstable combines old seaside charm with a modern bohemian vibe, and this is reflected in the Whitstable Bay collection. Wonderfully dark, this silky stout is brewed using a unique blend of 4 coloured malts, which impart a rich, complex flavour balanced by the finest target hops to give a well-rounded finish. So let's get it open and have a little look and see what we think to this Shepherd's Neame Whitstable Bay Stout. Steam Brewery, Faversham Steam Brewery. As you'd expect from a nice stout, nice, lot of all of them. Nice chocolate roasted malts. There's a dark, deep flavour, a dark, deep scent in there. Dark chocolate mixed with ale. What a combination. Get on that anyway. It doesn't blow you away, but when you got to get your nose in there. Let's do the pour, guys. Let's pour it out and have a look. Stout season is upon us. I'm looking forward to that, as I keep saying. Yes, St. Peter's cream stout. Yes, I will get round to doing it. But it'll be Christmas time, because I'm letting it brew in there. I've got a bottle of it to do as well alongside, and I put a bottle aside for next year as well that I've made. I've drunk 3 of the 4 I've done. Left the rest in the keg and left the bottle there for later on. But I want to pour the keg from my pump and then do the bottle and see how good it, you know, how it compares basically. This is yeah, as you'd expect. Again, another stout. Real dark in colour, black with a tinge of red. You can see it right at the bottom there in this dark night in here. It's very dark in here, but at the bottom under that light I can see that tinge of red. But other than that, it's very, very dark, black, dense, almost Guinness black, very black, dense. The head is off-white, tinge of coffee colour, but not dark coffee colour, but just a tinge. And I say, there's a dark chocolatey sort of smell coming through on this one. A tinge of ale with dark chocolate. yeah, interesting this will be. Right, cheers, Whitstable Bay, let's give it a go with Shepherd Neame. Slightly carbonated, but again, as I keep saying with all bottles, going to get that. And then you've got your roasted malt. Straight away, that's the roasted malt in there with that dark chocolate tone. That's, you know, let's go again. Again, it's another one that says it's silky, and it has got a silky mouthfeel about it. Again, it's not full flavoured. It's not, well, it's not full. You know, I mean, as I said to you, that one I made, I know it keeps saying it, but that one I've got in there, the bottles I've drunk are real. Oh, I don't know, they've got a real bite to them. This is subtle. It's got a subtle sort of wash over on it. Babbling beer reviews, funny words I don't know, but you've got your chocolatey malts, you know, dark, rich sort of chocolatey malt flavour, the silkiness there, a touch of carbonation, and that sort of malty taste in there as well. Am I blown away by it? No. I got to say, no, I'm not blown away by it. 4.2, rich and taste. I mean, in these dark months, you know, I want to taste a nice, heavy, sort of dark, warming. I want that warming feeling from a beer I'm drinking. And although it's got it, it's actually quite a good autumnal beer, this, really, in the sense that we're coming out of summer into autumn, towards the winter. This almost fits the period. It's not overindulgent in the chocolates and your heavy malts, and it's not light like you'd expect from a nice sort of summery beer. It is like a transitional pint. It sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? But Babbling Beers, but it's got that transitional sort of feel about it, like the weather. It's autumnal. It's one you can enjoy when you go in a pub in the autumn and the fire's on. And it's a darker beer for the darker nights. It's an autumnal beer. It's actually quite good for the period of time for me. It's heavier than like a, you know, if you think of Guinness, I always think Guinness is very commercialised and quite light anyway. This is heavier than that. I don't know if you've had it, but for me, why it's nice, it's a good autumnal one. I think as far as a deep flavouring goes, it hasn't got that deep, dark sort of flavour that I thought it was going to have. I mean, it's a 4.2%, so it's nice. But yeah, look at it as a transitional beer from the summer to the winter, and it's a good time now to be drinking it. Again, it's just a good all-round stout. It's not heavy, it's not light, it's middle of the road, it's autumnal. That's how I'm going to put it. It's got dark chocolate in there, it's got your roasted malts, it's got a sort of silky feel, it's got a light feel to it. Again, another one that's got a lighter feeling to the pint rather than a heavy sort of stout. So yeah, good for this time of year. If you have not had it, pick one up and try it. And as we're going to the winter months now, as we're in October, it'd be an ideal pint to have. So yeah, have you had it? Whitstable Bay Black Stout. I picked up in Asda, as I say, £2.25. Other shops are available, I'm sure. What do you think to it? Did you enjoy it? Would you get it again? Would I buy it again? Yes, I'd have a couple in the fridge. Would I rush to drink them? No. Definitely a winter time or more autumn, like now, actually. Seasonable ale. Stout, seasonable stout, Babbling beer reviews. Again, not blown away by it. An 8 seems to be my score, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think 8 seems to be my okay sort of score, you know. 8 out of 10. I think that can one I had last was probably a bit more of an edge on it than this one has, really. But then again, that was a 5.3, so I'd expect more from it. And that wasn't strong, or it didn't taste heavy. This one is good. This is a good autumnal stout. And I'll go, I mean, how many times have I said autumnal Babbling beer reviews? So yeah, an 8 out of 10 from me, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't done it, have a look, check it out, see what you think to it. And yeah, wonderful stuff. And yeah, I'm not going to babble and waffle anymore. This is sort of an extra bonus video, so the weekend events haven't changed apart from more migrants coming across the channel. So nothing else to really discuss than we already discussed in the previous video. So wherever this one falls, probably doesn't sit in the sync of the other video I've done, but yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Babbling beer reviews. It's just wing and a prayer. And I'll see you again here soon. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you again here soon for another Babbling beer review. Take it easy.